and there's no production. And you should be so lucky to get entitlement, right? Because it's not going to happen very fast. And the question is, will it happen fast enough when we move into that next period where the in-the-moneyness starts to come back? Residential construction is not the only part. If you add in the commercial, it's even more of a beatdown on the neighbor islands. That's what the data say here, right? Okay, so this is residential plus non-residential. Authorizations by building permit, neighbor islands way down. And this is just a reflection of the fact that you will never build another resort in Hawaii, ever. Never, ever, ever. Right? They won't let you. Right? We're going to make sure we don't run the train to Waikiki because you would want to make it easy for people to get out of there. And the only guys who are building, look, who builds transient accommodation? Disney. Okay, whatever. They live on a pile of money, right? And they, hi ho, it's off to work we go. Ship out the diamonds from the mine and go. Come on. Starwood, right? You make the list, it's all the self-funding guys, right? Capital markets, why would we go to the capital markets? We own Disneyland, for God's sake, right? No, I'm kidding, but it's the massive global brands. And what do they build? They build timeshare. Why? It's securitized. You don't own the resort. Some schmuck from Iowa owns that week, right? So you did not go long the building. Those guys did. And in about 15 years, their little homeowners association with all 50,000 members, right, will take the thing over and you move on. Sail off in Pirates of the Caribbean boat, drive it to somewhere else and build another resort. But that's what people do now in the resort areas. And that's whether it's de novo, which fewer and fewer people can get. The Starwood guys seem to run out of entitlement, and then then they were all the old Marriott guys who ran out of entitlement, so they're kind of done. And then there's a conversion thing, but that's the challenge on the commercial side. So, retail, it marches to its own drumbeat. I don't understand retail. It's like, do we have enough of it yet? No, evidently not. So we're going to build some more. And look at the vacancy. I'm going to hang out with the commercial real estate guys on Friday at the Developers Council. It's like all the vacancy rates are single digit. It's like, ooh, it's so bad. The office vacancy rate went from 4% to 8%. Ooh, I mean, it's a problem, right? If you're in the leasing business, but we don't have a glut on that side, and there's still nobody committing to build. So the commercial side to me is kind of like wacky. When was the last time somebody built an office tower in downtown Honolulu? 1992, hello. Right? Think about that. Okay, so and then government construction. This is an election year, so I have a couple comments about this stuff. But okay, if you're not building freeways, basically you will never get as much government construction as we used to get. This is the constant dollar value of total government contracts, right? Adjusted for construction cost inflation, county, state, federal, the whole enchilada. And as of last year's UHERO forecast, that's what we had. That includes the train. And it includes the governor's $1 billion of something. I don't remember what it is anymore, but you remember the $1 billion of something. And so it's not that much. So, I don't know. You guys can think what you think about that. But so the challenge is, we don't have a lot of inventory overhang. Nobody's building a lot. But the question about sort of the character of the Hawaii economy in the 20-teens, if we're not creating a lot more capacity, right? We're doing a little timeshare on the side, and I don't know, what else are we doing? We're not building freeways from Hilo to Kona. You see what I mean? So that's what we used to do. We used H1, H2, H3, right? And now we're going to fix the sewer because we left it for 40 years and it's blowing up. But that's not building a new sewage system. Okay, that's just that's just depreciation. So I mean, I'm optimistic about the fact that it's not as bad as it surely could have been, and we have a pretty good foundation for where we're going, but it's not clear what that is. Where are we going? And I'm listening to the candidates going, that's it? That's the whole list, right? So that's the conversation to have between now and November. Our forecast is that construction does come back, right? You know, when we do the modeling, we have all the normal stuff kick in. We don't actually model it in terms of optionality, but you can approach it that way if you want. But we have it sort of hitting bottom this year or next, and then beginning to take off. And so I made that up, but it looks like the actual forecast, which you can go to UHERO and check out. Just